I'm Bob Quatermain. I'm co-chair and CEO of Dakota Gold Corp. My background is an exploration geologist. I started working in the Northwest Territories many years ago, but I was able to get mine experience when I worked for Teck. So I worked at the Lamaque Gold Mine, and I also worked at the David Bell Mine. So I knew what a mine would look like. So when I took over Silver Standard in 1985, we were able to focus our exploration on projects would ultimately become mines, and we were able to do that very well. And of course, with the Brucejack mine, which was a spin-out from Silver Standard, and a high-grade mine in northern British Columbia, it was that understanding that I had from working at mines in high-grade situations, but importantly, putting the team together. I worked with some great individuals throughout my career, and it's that team and the asset that creates the success we had at Silver Standard and at Pretium. Well, as an exploration geologist, you're always looking for discovery. And I had the opportunity 5 years ago to be shown a long section with respect to the Homestake District. Now, the Homestake Mining District was one of the great mining districts of the United States. Over 40 million ounces had been produced in Homestake during its 125-year history. And then, of course, you have the Wharf Mine, which is in the district as well, which has produced over 4 million ounces across a 40-year history. The last real exploration that was done in the Homestake District was back in 1996. So you look at an exploration opportunity, you look at the fact that there's lots of gold potential, and when the mine shut down when gold prices were $300 an ounce, then gold prices an order of magnitude higher certainly create opportunities. And I felt that it was an area that was worth exploring and raising money to spend, and of course we've had great success in the Homestake District, currently with our Maitland project and with our Richmond Hill project. We've been able to acquire and accumulate a large land package over the last 5 years, so we are the largest landholder in the Homestake District. That allows us lots of exploration potential upside, and more importantly, we have the strike extent of the old Homestake mine on our Maitland project. We've done work there to date, and we've had good outcomes where we've intersected high-grade mineralization, averaging around 10 grams over 4 meters in all of our drill holes to date. And when you look at that compared to the old mine, the west ledges of the old mine, which produced over 6 million ounces, had similar style grades and widths. So we're very excited about that aspect of our project, but more importantly, and where we're spending most of our financial assets right now, is on the Richmond Hill project. It's a near-surface project similar to the Wharf mine, which is adjacent to it. The Maitland project is similar to the old mine, which is a high-grade underground opportunity. But now with these gold prices, you're able to get a at-surface heap leach property into production much quicker. So we have our focus on that project at this point in time, and the team who are able to manage and move that project along its development pathway and look for production sometime in 2029, 2030. The results which we put out recently with respect to Richmond Hill, particularly at the northeast corner of the project, have shown substantially higher results than we have in our resource estimate. Our measured and indicated 2.6 million ounces has a grade of around 0.56 grams per ton, and we've had recent intersections where we're getting upwards of 1.5 to 2 grams over long intervals. So certainly the northeast portion of the property is starting to show the opportunity for higher grades. We're currently drilling there now. We have 2 drills actively working in that area, and we'll be reporting results over the fall. And what that allows us to do is revisit our mine plan in areas where we have higher grade material. We're going to be able to look to bring those into the mine plan. So our measured and indicated plan, we're looking at producing around 150,000 ounces annually over the life of mine. This would allow us to improve on that first year production with these higher grades. And of course, that helps us pay back our capital cost and make a much more attractive economic project for our shareholders. We did our economic assessment with a $2,350 gold price, and it showed that the measured and indicated opportunity that we looked at had a discounted net present value at 5%, about $1.6 billion. If you look at current metal prices, that valuation would be well over $3 billion and would have over 100% rate of return, meaning we get our payback of our capital cost very quickly. So it's really enhanced the project economics, and of course over the next 3 to 4 years we expect gold prices to continue to go higher, which is going to make the project even more attractive. So we're currently well positioned with Richmond Hill to be the anchor that's going to develop Dakota Gold into a mining company, and then with that be able to use the assets that we have in cash flow from Richmond Hill to be able to focus on many of the other project opportunities that we have in the Homestake District. Right now we're in the process of completing a feasibility study on the project. It'll be informed by the drilling we're doing, the metallurgical work, and the engineering work that we have in way. We expect to have that completed in 2027, which would then allow us to start the permitting process, and that will allow us to get our permits, start construction, and then look at that production timeline by late 2029. So that's one of the key aspects we have with respect to the project. Along with that, of course, is the increase in the gold price, and we're always continuing to evaluate our Maitland project with respect to the high-grade underground. And so there's another opportunity for shareholders to benefit from this gold price by us being able to go and outline resources on our Maitland project. And here we are at an all-time high gold price, and I'm back with a new company. It's been a great pleasure to be working with you, and thank you for introducing us to a new group of shareholders. It's exciting times. I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm excited about the opportunities that we have at Dakota Gold and look forward to continue to update on the great progress that we're going to be making at Richmond Hill. Thanks very much and have a nice day.